couple times now. She's kind of small-timing us. She's in an undisclosed bunker, cannot join us here in studio. But Ellen Prenzy, founder and CEO of Oleo City, the app is sponsored by our friends at Twisted Tree Steakhouse. From the Seiberg family at Watson and Lindbergh on Sunset Hills. Their friend, our friend, everyone's friend, Jimmy Christo, is running things over there at Twisted Tree Steakhouse, 314-394-3366 or twistedtreesteakhouse.com. Check out Chef Tyler Layton's daily specials on Instagram. That's Twisted Tree Steakhouse or twistedtreesteakhouse.com. Good morning, Ellen Prenzy, founder of Oleo City. Good morning.
Hey, guys. How are you today?
Just fine. How are you?
Where are you?
I am at beautiful Lambert Airport right now.
This is part of your scouting for the St. Louis Cardinals?
I'm heading to New York City, actually, your stomping ground.
Oh, interesting. Oh, is this work or pleasure?
It's work.
Yes, work. Does this mean Oleo City is going to expand into New York here at some point soon?
I can't give you all my secrets, but that is a possibility, yes.
Ooh, details. All right, Oleo City is a app. And I'm calling it like a magazine. It's a magazine app because it's reviews and great ideas about nightlife, bars, restaurants all around town, right? That's a fair way to explain it, right?
It's everything you need to know about the social scene in St. Louis, food, drink, events, guides, etc.
Okay, good. And since you've been on the show, it's been downloaded, I was reading, 2 million times? Is that right?
The response has been amazing since coming on your show, McGraw.
That's what I figured. All right, you have a couple of restaurants for us. First, let's start in DeMun. What's this, Louie?
If you haven't been to Louie, you need to make a reservation immediately. It's a rustic Italian small menu. It opened quietly mid-December of last year, and I've been about 5 times. The first 3 times I didn't even make it to main courses. I had all the appetizers and vegetables, and just an amazing all-around experience from the service to the simple ingredients and the execution. Your listeners may remember Matt McGuire, the restaurateur from King Louie.
Sure.
Yes, one of my favorite restaurants.
Yes. So Matt McGuire is the mastermind behind Louie, which is on DeMun in between Sasha's and Caldy's. It's in the old Jimmy's on the Park space.
Right, yeah.
And I'm almost hesitant to let everyone in. Well, it's not a secret because it's getting rave reviews all over town. But if you haven't been, definitely put it on the top of your list.
So you're saying we can't get in without a reservation?
It's a smaller restaurant. They actually only have half of the old Jimmy's.
Right.
So you can always walk in and sit at the bar, which is what I've done on multiple occasions.
Right.
If you don't have a reservation. But, it's pretty packed night in and night out. But don't let that deter you. It is an amazing food experience that St. Louis definitely needed.
Yeah, we could actually give it a bad review. Hopefully no one goes, and then we could go in without a reservation. We could do that, too, I guess. Well, but, King Louie's there over in, I guess, where was that? Off of Shoto.
Shoto, yeah.
That was one of the great restaurants St. Louis ever had.
I loved it.
So,
well, it was before my time in St. Louis, but I've heard that the follow-up in Louie is just as good or better.
Beautiful.
So definitely check it out.
The bar in King Louie's was
the woodwork.
It was tremendous, and it was shipped over from Ireland.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Matt McGuire knows what he's doing. So all right, Louie's in DeMun. Number 2 for us is Good Fortune in Botanical Heights. What's that one about?
Oh, this one has been in the works for over 2 years. It's Chinese with American influences, so, local ingredients, high-end Chinese food, if you will. It's across from Oleo on Tower Grove in Botanical Heights.
Right.
I went last week, right when it opened. Absolutely blew me away. I think St. Louis as a whole doesn't have a lot of great Chinese restaurants, so definitely filling a hole in the market. And from start to finish, we sampled almost everything on the menu. An all-around really awesome addition to that area, which is so up and coming with all those great restaurants over there. So another one I definitely highly recommend.
Everything on the menu in a Chinese restaurant? Would you gain 75 pounds? That's a lot of food to sample.
I went with a big group. It's a smaller menu. It's not, It's, high-end Chinese. So there's, 4 vegetables, 4 main courses, some appetizers. They do an inventive spin on crab rangoon. So, all the staples you love, but, dressed up a little bit and, slightly Americanized.
Yeah, no, that's a nice little area over there by the Botanical Gardens. Good Fortune across the street from Olio. All right, and then the last one while we have you, the new Hofbrauhaus is getting a lot of attention over in Belleville.
So the RFT sent me out to cover Hofbrauhaus a couple weeks ago, and I don't frequent Belleville often, and so I was really looking forward to going over there and seeing what the restaurant scene was like. When you drive up to Hofbrauhaus, it is like this mirage in kind of seemingly the middle of nowhere. Turns out it's phase one of a larger development, but it's this German Bavarian beer hall. I think the entire thing can seat over 1,000 people. And so the scope, just get this in your mind when you're driving up, it's like a huge barn. But inside, they have live music every night, and they fly in bands from Bavaria and Germany every month. So it's truly authentic from the clothes your servers and bartenders are wearing. The head beer master is also flown in from Munich. So the beers are incredibly authentic German beer with an actual German beer master from the music, and then the cuisine is also Bavarian and German. They make pretzels in house. I mean, the whole thing is just a scene, and it was absolutely packed when I went at 3 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon. So it's definitely hopping over there in Belleville.
Sounds like St. Louis. Yeah, that's about right. Sounds like St. Louis. All right. So 3 good ones: Louie on DeMun, Good Fortune in the Botanical Heights, and Hofbrauhaus. I've watched. It's taken a while to build that, and they had some sort of starts and stops. But I had no idea it was that authentic inside. That sounds really good.
It does. And so they have this feature, I don't know if your listeners will be into this, where you can buy a shot and get a swat. That means a waitress will thank you after you take a shot. Evidently, it's what they're known for because there's 8 locations nationwide. So if that's your thing, you can go get a nice waitress to thank you after you take a shot.
I'm going to leave that there. Olio City is the name of the app. Now, what does Olio mean again?
Olio is a synonym for the word combination. So we're combining city discovery in one place.
Olio City app stores, your app on your iPhone or your Android. Download it today. It's the best app in town. Founder and CEO is on her way to New York, Ellen Prinzi. She's with us every other week. Ellen, have a safe trip, and we'll see you when you get back.